Hi, Raw Recovery Specialist. Today is August 21st, and my mom is coming with me to go to Springman to take the view in for the whatever the electrical problem is. And I'm going to look for add the picture of Diane Weist from Sam I Am. The car to me is actually very comfortable because it's like being on a away mission from the home base, and having the camera with me gives me a filter and a focal point. Kind of like all those years of seeing TV shows where the woman's giving birth and there's Lamaze. So, it's controlling the breathing and finding a focal point. And having the camera makes me it triggers all of my filmmaking documentary. It lets me have a detachment and distance between me and the people I'm interacting with. And it allows me to document and come up with stuff for my blogs, because part of the reason I don't really have anything to say is because I'm not doing anything that's worth talking about. And so the origin, actually, for the shut-in stand-up was to do all that stuff as an agoraphobic, to actually raise the bar on, people who share pictures of their meals and their mundane tasks of the day, just as part of going about their day, because these actually become quite monumental when they are the peak of your day. And major depression and energy and motivation and lack of encouragement and self-esteem and self-valuing, and you don't have any of these, and it's hard for people who don't experience depression. And I've experienced, as I said, chronic depression going back to the teens of the culture shock of moving from the city, New Westminster, well, relative, to me, New Westminster was a city. Vancouver was always the magical place to go, and moving out to Chilliwack as a teenager, was a really big culture shock to now be in a situation. And I guess part of it is really feeling like the perpetual newcomer, and this is part of the challenge also of having had a career path where I not only changed jobs, but I actually changed industry sectors, going from grassroots nonprofit to retail, and I worked for lawyers for a while, and then I got into, was sort of my first grown-up job, and then getting into government and doing all of the volunteer stuff at the same time. And it's as amazing as it has been at 45 to get the feedback online from a wide variety of people. In fact, this morning some guy on Facebook whose profile picture was an erect penis commented on my blog, Hi Sexy, and so previously I would have interacted with that, a person who posts like that, to tell them, thanks but no, but, I don't actually owe them anything if they're not going to talk respectfully. I don't owe them that, and I'm not interested in that, so I just simply blocked him and moved on. So that was actually kind of a warm, fuzzy yay me for not being impacted by that. It was just, oh my god, roll my eyes and, block. And anyway, so at starting in 2012, having, being casually flirted with was actually upsetting, but being given positive feedback by people who are within the sphere of possibility is always, even though long distance, is not feasible, but, people who are in your demographic of where you're attracted, it's been quite amazing to get that kind of feedback, given the tone of the feedback that I have been getting in person over the last few years has not been positive. So anyways,